Alrighty, hey there, this is Noah Davison. I'm reporting in here from UE. Let's see, I guess it's week 4 at this point, and I'm coming to you not exactly live. I've got some pre-recorded footage here because it's a little easier to get smoother takes without trying to put myself in the frame and then also recording audio while moving. Not the best. So I've elected to sort of do a dub over in post approach. But yeah, as you can see from the video we've got going here, this is my room. It's a little unkempt. I felt like most of our rooms are probably going to look like this, so it's probably more effective, I suppose, to to show you what it's actually going to look like. In all likelihood, we've got some laundry set out. The issue with the dryer here is that I ran 2 full cycles, 200 yen, 2 hours, and it still came out wet. Not sure what that's about. Maybe I'm putting in too much. The instructions don't say anything about the quantity, but do be aware. You might have to sort of appropriate your bed as a drying station. And yeah, it's not very big, so I wouldn't recommend like doing all of your clothes at once, essentially. But beyond that, we've got pretty simple amenities, dresser. I use the dresser you can see on the right there for food storage, like dry foods like spaghetti and pasta sauce and stuff. I threw the pillow they had in there and then a bunch of face masks. But yeah, beyond that, I mean, the room is pretty straightforward. I think I gave a little bit of a rundown of it last time. I think the most important thing to note is that when you first get here, at least for me, they have the mini fridge stored underneath the desk, and it's a fine spot. There's a lot of outlets, so you can slide it in there pretty nicely, but I prefer to actually put it over here, underneath the sort of closet area. There's a little cubicle that's exactly the right size for the mini fridge, and it's also right next to an outlet, which makes me wonder if it isn't actually like where you're supposed to put it, just because it is so convenient. But I like to think of it as my little secret strategy for maximizing space. But yeah, you just get this little mini fridge. As you can see, it's little, mini, as the name might imply. So not a ton of space. You do have to kind of be strategic with what you buy. I've ended up with 11 eggs, as you can see, that I really don't have any use for, so that's a little tough. It's kind of eating up room. So yeah, just, at least I was used to having a big refrigerator, so being accustomed to kind of planning out what you're going to buy and when you're going to eat stuff is incredibly valuable. Yeah, so perhaps moving out into the UE proper, we've got, long hallways, kind of Shining-esque, and then we get to the common area, which is where people like to hang out. If we ever do like a group gathering, like going to the residents meeting, usually the residents will gather in the common area, and then we'll all head over together. And then the kitchens are pretty rudimentary. If you have any special equipment that you think you might need, they have strainers, pots, tongs, spoons, but like the cutlery, we don't have any cutlery for some reason, so no forks, no spoons, a few sets of chopsticks, so you'll have to probably acquire those yourself. Yeah, and then, oh yeah, there's a couple items such as the microwave, the toaster oven. The toaster oven only has a couple like wattage settings, so I wouldn't try and like bake anything. I tried to make some chocolate chip cookies. Would not recommend it. Does not go very well. If you cook at the lowest setting, you can kind of get away with almost not burning it, but it doesn't. Even that doesn't really work. And you can't like monitor the temperature, and you have to constantly be watching it. It's just a pain. Would advise against that. But yeah.